What is up, everybody? We are out at the Green Store just outside North Bay today. I know it's been a little hiatus since consistent videos have been put out. I've been busy with school, as to be expected when everybody gets back. I don't have the usual guys because I am up at school now and they're back home still working away. So camera will be a little different. The characters you're going to see are going to be a little different, I'm sure. But I'm excited for it. It's a different type of area. It's a different type of cast. So let's get it going. You will notice that for sure I don't have my usual camera guy. Things might be a little more wonky as we go in comparison to camera angles and that kind of stuff. It's a little bit bumpy because we're on a floating dock right now, but we're at a public dock. There are multiple boats around us, plenty of boat docks, and the most exciting thing is the fact that there is the pontoon boat hangar. We'll put that in big air quotes for the day, right next to us. And I'm excited. I'm really hopeful we pull out like a prop or a pontoon or something big in general. For the majority of these guys, this is really their first time out. So I got them all fixed up with the Loctite. They've all got the ropes. They've got an assortment of magnets anywhere from 350 to 400. You can see in the distance there as it comes by the pontoon boat as I'm talking about them. It's kind of ironic. But yeah, first time for the guys going out. Hopefully it's a bit of beginner's luck today. We'll find out. Look at this guy. First big catch of the day, and he's pulling up the big screws. Good old dock screws. So far the gentlemen at the end are coming up empty. Daniel's tied his first knot onto his carabiner over there. The boat's coming in beside us. The boat plane, rather. Wow, not the boat coming in beside us. So what's going on so far is the guys are going to be dropping along the side here of our dock, working their way to each other. And then I think we'll start casting out just a little bit. I'm figuring the majority of things, if anything, will be right against the dock where the boats are actually parked. And Oliver is making a name for himself as the finder of the day with a bar of some sort. Oh, you got a dime? Dime, you're making money? Look at you go. Got a bracket piece, got a couple screws and a dime. Gentlemen over here, we got RJ on the left and Daniel on the right. RJ is our master knotter. As he's struggling a bit. He's tying up Daniel for his first time out. And yeah, so far Oliver's got the most catches of the day. He's only moved all of like 2.5 feet, but it's working out for him. So we got the guys working away here. Oliver's still going. He's realizing very quickly he's going to have to untie his rope and untangle it here. Just because we thought initially, right where those boats are, it's only 2, maybe 3 feet deep. But as you push out here, it goes from like 6 where Oliver is, all the way to probably 10 or 15 where Daniel and RJ are over here. So far, we've picked up the usual screws, bolts, that kind of stuff. My favorite, if you watch me enough, but we're hoping that's a good sign. Typically, as I've said before, when you pull things in your first, I don't know, couple throws or 10, 15 minutes, it's normally a pretty good sign of things to come. Daniel's got his first little something on there. Could be some magnetic rock, could be whatever. Let's see. What's he got? That's an old magnetic chunk off of something. Not sure what it is, but it's a magnetic chunk. You get used to holding it. You got more rock than anything. But it's not bad. You're getting a little bit. I don't think RJ's got pulled anything up with his 400 yet. Mr. Neon Green Rope. You got some rock? Let's see what you got. Pull her up. Not a clean. RJ's still making his way downtown over here. He moved about 5 feet. We'll see what he's got soon. So we got Daniel here. It's starting to rain actually, so we might have an issue here potentially in the future. We might have to wait it out for a little bit. See. But Daniel pulled up his first quarter. It is already in the bucket. And then within seconds, RJ pulls up some sort of handle off of something. We have no idea what that is. It's a multi-catch though. He's got a couple screws there, but whatever the heck is that handle piece, we'll have to maybe clean that up and see what it's off of. Or if somebody has an idea, let us know. So we, I guess this would be more vlog style than anything at this point because I'm more pointing it at my own face and the guys are looking at me funny when I do so. Right now what we got is RJ and Daniel are casting out now about 10, 15, 20 feet, seeing what they can get. We were just chatting here really, and we think the aforementioned handle, this big guy right here, we think it might be off a bike handle. It's potential. Kind of looks like one of the older ones. It's got the grip on the actual handle piece and everything. And we have some semi-exciting news. Is a boat is now just pulling out of the dock next to us, which frees out another 10-15 feet of space, because now we've got this dock, that dock, and there's a bridge that we might potentially check out afterwards. All depends on time, and it most definitely depends on the weather because it is still spitting down rain. So, so we were just talking about retying Daniel's line here because he pulled up some fish line and it severed it a bit, and then RJ's pulling up his line, and we get a first for Cranes Catches. Not the first tool, but the first tape measure that
25-foot Mastercraft.
that it still works. First 7 inches are pretty dirty, but once you get past that, it's all good. It can probably clean up and actually be used. Well, apparently you did. So it's starting to get a little rainier than expected out here. They're the green store behind us, aptly named for their roof, has great ice cream from what the guys have been telling me. So we're gonna stop for a little bit. Hopefully the rain subsides a little bit. So we, yeah, I'm leaning down here. It's kind of awkward. I was reaching down into the bucket. So we have officially made our way over to the second dock. That's the first one over behind us. On our way over, I just checked out a little corner where a boat was missing over there. And then RJ was tossing in just behind where all the boats are and pulled up a metal pipe. It's not a canister, not a nothing, just a metal pipe. No markings on it or anything. So far RJ has actually pulled up the most junk, as he phrases it, but stuff as we phrase it, or treasure if you will. And the rest of us have been pulling up coins. We tend to anyways. Oliver's sitting at 20 cents, Daniel's sitting at 35 cents, and I'm sitting at $1 because I pulled up my first loony. You got a bottle cap? Okay, so he's got a bottle cap, but so far the rest of us are building up to buy a communion ice cream cone, as the guys are joking about. But currently, this dock is pulling up a little bit less than the other one. I'm thinking it's due to the proximity to the boats, the pontoon planes in general. So we'll see what we pull up here. I'm kind of curious. There's one little more section I'm kind of iffy about going to. There is still a bridge, so we passed over to get here, so we might hit that before we leave. We'll see. So I'm going to flip it here in a second so you can see what just happened. Let's just say Oliver's a little rattled with what just happened. But here you go. So this is why Oliver's a little rattled. There is a boat plane coming in. It's about to take off, so excuse the noise a little bit. We'll wait a second. Here, we'll film him taking off because it's a little cool for people to see. There he goes, off, and above. So, our major find here is Oliver hooked on to a large object right along the side right here, and was rattled because he was close to the surface and it came off, and he's like, oh no, I gotta find it. So he was bobbing around for 30-45 seconds, couldn't find it. So I said, okay, I'll lower my 750 down and see, because it's a little bit heavier duty than his magnet. And I latch onto it and I slowly bring this up, and I pull up his huge find of the day. This what looks to be like 8 feet length of chain, complete with the rope that I'm assuming was used to tie down a boat, or maybe the dock even itself. But yeah, complete. It looks like it's been down there a little bit. It is most definitely muddy as all heck, but that's our biggest find of the day so far. Clean up your hands. So we just finished up here, both of the docks that you saw us going out on. We took a look down. There is a ramp over there, but the ramp's real shallow. Not really an opportunity to really cast out there either. And further on, there's a fuel pump and more kind of private-ish property, and we didn't want to overstay our welcome or push any boundaries. And I urge you to all do the same. We'll just do a quick recap of all the stuff we found, just so you guys can either help us identify it or just get a quick look at some of the cool stuff we found. So we're just going to quickly go over our top 3 big or cool finds, I guess you'd like to say. I knew Oliver wanted to hold up the stuff today because he was real proud of that giant full-length iron chain. Look at that big boy. And then off in his right hand, we've got the tape measure that RJ found over there. He's tying up his rope all nice. They're trying to anyways. It's a little knotted. Which is clean after the first 7 inches. And then we've got this handlebar, we think. We're not really sure. You can see there that it's got the grooves. It's about, I don't know, 2-ish feet in length. We're kind of thinking it's an old bar for a bike, is what we're thinking right now. You know, those old bikes that go in 45-degree angles for the handlebars. But we're not sure. We're hoping that you guys can help us identify it. We'll find out. As always, I will catch you later on Crane's Catches.